Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to a new series. Today I'm going to be playing a bit of an older game, not something that I often do on the channel. I usually play sort of relatively modern and newer titles, but I've been looking for an RTS to play because there was a time when I used to play a lot of RTS games, Command & Conquer and Age of Empires, and we're talking around the sort of late 90s, early noughties. And for some reason I stopped playing RTS games. I mainly blame StarCraft 2 because as much as I love how polished that game is, I find that the amount of macro that's required and the pace of the game just wasn't for me. And that kind of put me off RTS games because over the last sort of 10-15 years or so, there haven't really been that many good RTS games. Vast majority of them seem to be replaced by MOBA style games now. But anyway, this is Warcraft 3. The original Warcraft 3 came out in 2002, I believe. So it's a 15-year-old game, so you will have to excuse the graphics. Now, it does run on a modern system, and it'll run in 1920 by 1080. However, I can't play the cinematics because they do still have a problem. Now, even though it runs in modern resolutions, you will find that the character models are still very, very much 15 years old, so do excuse that. But the reason that I am playing this and the reason that I've been wanting to play this is that I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft was the first ever game that I played that was in the Warcraft universe, and I'd never even heard of Warcraft until a friend introduced me to World of Warcraft just before the game came out. I mean, literally a couple of weeks before World of Warcraft came out, someone told me about it, I looked at it, decided that I wanted to give it a try, and that's what got me into Warcraft. And that's because I played World of Warcraft for such a long time, I really started to get into the lore and the story behind it, and I've seen the movie and read the books, and there's a lot of bits and pieces that are explained, apparently, in the Warcraft series, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, that aren't actually, you know, readily available through other means, unless you go trawling through wikis and stuff like that. And a lot of people have recommended to me how good Warcraft 3 is, and as I said, I've never played it, so we're going to be jumping in and having a go. So, like I said, do excuse the graphics, it is 15 years old, and I'm sorry that we can't play the cinematics, but they're in like a really low, really low resolution anyway. So, like I said, I've not played this before. I have played the tutorial, which is 2 short missions, but it actually calls it a prologue campaign where you get to play as the Horde. So because we can't play the cinematics, we are going to play through those tutorial levels, just so that we do actually have a little bit more story, so we can do it that way. So I'm going to go in and make a start. So we're going to do the Exodus of the Horde, the prologue campaign. We'll just play on normal. Been a long time since I played an RTS game, really. So yeah, we're not going to mess around with the videos. We're just going to go straight into Chapter 1, Chasing Visions. Luckily, it loads pretty quickly. The entire game, with the expansion, is only about 1.2 gigabytes.
What kind of nightmare was that?
It was not a nightmare, young war chief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
Gotta love those facial animations. Even for a 15-year-old game, it's a bit sketchy.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
So I'm not going to mess around on this tutorial. This tutorial is very much just teaching me the movement system, so I don't really need to listen to the narrator.
Skillfully done. However, the orc encampment is still far off. In order to very good. The path to the next banner leads through a black area. This black area. Notice how the black area shrinks as Thrall moves through it. This reflects areas you have explored. Select Thrall and order him to move to the banner in the middle of the encampment.
The narrator couldn't really sound any more American if he tried it. Tried it? Tried.
My warriors.
Let's select everybody.
To command, war chief.
Like I said, I did do
Now
this
that your
bit
troops are
before,
all
so...
selected, order them to move.
Prepare yourselves. I sense a knoll ahead.
To order Thrall's forces
Yep,
to
so we're
defeat
going to
the
attack
Thrall
this knoll.
creature, select all of your troops, click on the attack button, and then click on the knoll.
Like the narrator's even telling me what to do, despite the fact I've
knoll's
already done it.
camp lies just ahead.
Order your troops to perform an aggressive attack move into the enemy encampment. To do this, select all of your troops, click the attack button and then left-click on the ground in the middle of the gnoll camp.
It is actually quite amazing, having played World of Warcraft for as long as I did, and then coming back to this game and knowing that this game is several years before World of Warcraft, and noticing how many things from this game made it into WoW. The
Good job. Notice that
level up
Thrall got the
animation.
level from the experience that he earned in combat. Only heroes can acquire experience. Whenever you click on the hero...
So, doing what we can. So, yeah, I mean, so many of the character models, the building models, the sound effects, there's just so much that, you know, World of Warcraft wasn't built from the ground up. It was very, very heavily based on what was already laid down in Warcraft 3. Now, another thing about Warcraft 3 as well, if you don't already know, you've probably heard of Dota 2. Well, Dota 2 obviously is the sequel to Dota 1, and Dota 2 was built from the ground up by Valve. But the original Dota 1, was actually a mod for this game, Warcraft 3, and you'll notice certain similarities. For example, you have hero units, the layout, the map in the corner, your character pane here, 6 inventory slots. This is all very reminiscent of Dota. You've even got the time of day thing that goes on up here, and when it gets to nighttime you can't see as far. Again, all that made it into Dota, and this is the reason why a lot of the characters had their names changed in Dota 2. If you watch people play Dota 2, if they're Dota 1 veterans, you'll often hear them refer to characters in Dota 2 by a different name, because they tend to call them by the names that they had in Dota 1, which was all characters and heroes from the Warcraft 3 game. But obviously they're not allowed to do that because Blizzard holds the copyright to them.
For honor.
I mean, the backgrounds don't look too great. There's a lot of sort of copy and paste on the textures, and the character models are very, very basic, very low poly count. But again, we are talking a 15-year-old game. Murlocs.
For honor. War Chief, we've discovered a group of Murloc raiders in the nearby river.
So that's our opportunity to use our Chain Lightning.
For your new Chain Lightning spell. To have Thrall use his new ability, click on the Chain Lightning.
Most of them are
button,
already dead.
Click on one of the Murlocs.
Surely using Chain Lightning in water should have just killed everything anyway.
Some monsters drop treasure when they are defeated. Treasure chest. This particular treasure chest contained a useful potion of mana. Notice that the potion now occupies one of Thrall's inventory slots near the bottom middle of your screen. Potions of mana can be used to replenish a hero's mana, the magic energies that allow the casting of spells
For
such
honor.
as Chain Lightning.
Got ourselves some more Murlocs there.
Your time has come.
Nice and easy to kill.
Yes.
Like I said, this mission is not even really a mission. This is just this is how you learn the game type of
The
thing.
wolf howl signifies that night has begun.
Be wary, my warriors. Don't let nightfall dull your senses. Tabu.
So keep moving down.
Yes.
Now on the next tutorial mission, we get into the base building and stuff as well.
An ogre. We'd have a fierce battle on our hands if the beast weren't sleeping.
Well, we are going to attack it anyway. It's only level 3. It's not going to be that tricky to kill. And it's always worth killing everything just for the XP, right? And the chance that it might drop some loot.
For honor. Dabu.
So, we're very, very close to finishing this first mission. This first video is going to be quite short. But I know the next mission takes about 20 minutes, so I don't want to stick them both together. That's the reason why I've been waffling on a little bit in this video. We can go down here, apparently. I'm sure we're not supposed to, but let's have a quick look. I didn't go down here on the previous...
Gollum.
Ah,
Watch yourselves, my brethren. Those creatures do not sleep at night.
I didn't find this before when I did this last time. So I was wondering if it would drop some loot. Interesting that they don't sleep at night, though. Maybe that was just something to teach me that bit of information. Quite a few of them down here, actually. It does seem strange that they should put a few of them on the map if there's no real reason for them. Ah, Ring of Protection, there we go.
Excellent. Thrall has found a magic ring. Rings are very useful because they provide a constant passive benefit as long as they are carried.
Now again, just look at the iconography. Most of these images, well, pretty much all of them, the mana potion, this icon was used in World of Warcraft, and pretty much all of these icons actually. The same Chain Lightning icon, it's the same Farsight icon. You know, pretty much everything made it in. I'm actually
For
quite
honor.
impressed by that, how much stuff made it over.
Yes.
So we've literally just got to get to the end here, and then we're
Dabu.
pretty much done, to be honest.
For honor.
Like I said, you can't make this particular mission take long, even if you try and drag it out. Before we go and do that, is there anything over here that we can attack? Yeah, I really am just sort of trying to stretch this out now, but...
Forest
Oh.
trees. I still can't believe.
Now, they're only level
ever a
2.
part of the Horde. For honor. Your time has
Ah, they can net. That's quite interesting.
none will survive.
Not doing as much as we could be doing here because we've got somebody
Thrall is
trapped.
currently low on mana. Use the potion of mana to refresh Thrall and provide.
Yes.
There we go.
Dabu.
Ah, Manual of Health. I never found these before the last time I
Very
played it.
good. That treasure chest held a magic tome that can be used to give Thrall a permanent benefit.
Tomes disappear after being used, so it was instant though, but it gave us extra health. See, it actually pays to scout around the map apparently. I didn't do any of this before. Makes me wonder how much other stuff I missed on the map by just, you know, doing what the tutorial told me and going straight to the objective. Now, one of my guys here is on low health, this one specifically, but you will notice it does go up on its own very, very slowly. It's on 137 now, but 138, so that you do regain health passively.
For honor.
But it doesn't matter because we've pretty much done this now. Let's have a quick sneaky look up here. We only need to get Thrall to the end point. Yeah, we're blocked now by trees,
Dabu.
so obviously we're not supposed to go that way. Okay, let's go and finish this quest.
Dabu.
Greetings, son of Duratan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores immediately.
Leave? What's this all about, human?
Human? I left my humanity behind long ago. I am something different now. Know that I have seen the future and beheld the great burning shadow that is coming to consume this world. You sense it as well, don't you?
The demons are returning.
Yes, and only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how can we...
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief. For now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land. We will speak again.
Now, I'm not 100% sure who the prophet is. It looks like it could be
None of
Medivh.
this makes sense. But the spirits tell me that I should trust him.
I've got a feeling that's who it is, but I can't be 100% sure. So, there we go. We've completed the first tutorial mission. I didn't think that it was going to be an issue. And it just gives us some little bits of information sort of after the fact. But that is the first tutorial mission of Warcraft 3. There's one more tutorial mission to go, which is a bit more exciting because it's actually about base building. And then after that, we'll actually get on to the campaign proper. And once we get onto the campaign proper, I have not seen any of those levels. I've literally done this one and the one that comes after it. But like I said, there are little bits and pieces of story that are given to you throughout those missions, even though they're tutorial missions. That's why it's called the prologue campaign and not just a tutorial. So when we come back next time, we'll be doing that second tutorial. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you're going to enjoy me experiencing Warcraft 3 for the first time. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.